All right, y'all. My bad. My bad. It was on the wrong channel. It was on Bay channel. Um, but yeah, man, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't, man. The day the 16th, man. This our countdown. Live for my anniversary. That gonna happen on the 26th. So y'all do the math. That's 10 more days away. Now we officially on the next. We just the night. There's 9 days left. As we get this day out the way, we wanted to come through and just have a Q&A. Come have a little talk in the chat, chat in the chat. Y'all know who y'all rocking out with. Y'all rocking out with Yogi.
And cool.
And man, we're gonna just do a little Q&A, little small Q&A, chitty chat, and kick the bobo with y'all, and you know what I'm saying, and see what's going on. We got an open panel, you know what I'm saying. Ask any question, do it all that good stuff. As long as it's family yarns, respectful, and all that, we'll keep you in chillax and talk to you. Um, we don't know how long we're gonna be here, but we're gonna be here for a little second. Just like I say, this the day. Cause we supposed to did it a little early, but I got out of work a little late, and then I was hurting and shit, so I had to lay down for a minute. So that's why we kind of this late. So we probably be on next time. The tomorrow countdown probably be a little earlier. Well, probably be a lot earlier. You know what I'm saying? And every day forward after that. But yeah, man, be in the back over there. We just really just said we gonna get on for a little minute, come talk to see who gonna, who
Bob in, tease out, dot.
So how you feeling about your anniversary coming up, baby?
Excited.
20th anniversary. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Cause you more excited for this one or the one on the night that when we went to 19 years.
But everyone on, I'm excited.
I'm more excited for this because it's 2 decades. SD, what's good with you? You're I'm more excited for this one here. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was excited for the 10-year one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for this 20-year one. Ain't no bug crap. No bug crap. You got SD in the building. What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Like I say, man, we just came, man, just to have a little chill live. A little Q&A. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready, like I say, we just parlayed into our anniversary. Yeah, I know
Yes.
most people had a countdown the same day of. Now our countdown gonna last the whole week, the whole 10 days it lasts to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely need y'all to come up with some old questions. We ain't gotta have many. We ain't got, like I said, we ain't got to be long on these lives. We get in, get out, get in, get out. Okay, 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 okay. Hey, be safe out there. Long we know you safe. I said they going through tornadoes.
Dang.
That sound like it, boy. And all at least, hey, don't let it come down this way. We done had enough of them. We done had enough of them. But be safe, my brother. Real talk, real talk. Um, we, I wanna, I wanna go ahead and we do a official shot for our anniversary. Like I was saying, we're gonna try to do a shot every day. And then we're gonna just sit back and just chill. I thought that yeah I did. I seen the message come up, but I was trying to figure out what channel I was on. I was on the wrong channel. I was on the wild channel. So I'm gonna get myself together That way we could do these lives, these shots. The shot. I'm scared to do the shot. But once that bottle open, I don't know. We might need to just. I'm trying to make it last at least a couple of days. Not because we ain't got nothing to drink. Now I got my bills to drink and all that. We might take one shot, maybe two. I don't know. I don't know.
Now you know once you get to drinking,
No, I'm not gonna put a drink.
your hand is
Nah, I'm not
full.
finna. Nah, I'm not finna drink. I'm finna go ahead and just take a shot, like I said. Even though I ain't got nowhere to go tomorrow, but I'm gonna drink on my bill. I'm gonna definitely do that though. But we definitely got to take the shot. And, yeah, man. But yeah, man, it's like a blessing, man. That's going down. Thanking God for allowing us to even make it to the stage we at. You know what I'm saying? Getting it done, getting her done. I ain't lying. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't no beat change. Ain't nothing changed. We've been doing the same thing for 20 years. 22 years to be exact. 22 years to be exact. But we've been married 20 years.
20 whole years.
Appreciate that, SD.
I didn't even realize that it had been 20 years until I started counting. I said it's 25. We got married in 2005. It's been 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
God really blessed us, boy. God really blessed us, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With belief, faith, and all that good stuff, man. And a pure heart. A pure heart, man, to take you a long way. And trust. Trust in God. And a lot of things can't just creep up on you. I ain't saying we don't have arguments. Not saying that. Not saying we don't have strained times when I ain't bringing in no paper or something like that. Yeah, we get into our little tit for tat, the stratter chatters and batter datters.
We definitely do that. But everybody, like all, I'm not gonna say everybody, but most relationships, they have these splats. But at the end of the day, it's them. So I don't count it any less because you have a split splat.
I tell you, show make it stronger. It make everything, but like I said, it don't really go forget nowhere if you don't have faith in God. You don't have faith in God, man, and have trust that that you or your partner ain't doing nothing wrong and stuff like that, man. Sheesh, boy. I can't say we ain't go through our little spits and spats, arguments and stuff, cause she know how to piss me off.
And you know how to piss me off. Don't nobody know how to piss you off worse than your spouse.
She sure know how to piss me off, boy. She will piss me off.
They know how to, boy. Can't nobody. It's a known fact.
Like one day she had me pissed off.
Can't nobody get under your skin like your spouse.
I'm sitting there minding my own business, and this buster come in there and slap me on my ass. Oh, that had me, and she know I don't like that shit. Boy, that pissed me off so bad, boy.
I just did it for the hell of it.
Yeah, you almost hella got your ass knocked out. Yeah, you almost hella got you knocked out.
He was mad. He was really mad.
She was, I'm your wife. Fuck that wife shit. I'm a man. I don't get slapped on my ass. I slap you on your ass, and that's as far as it goes.
Hey, I got him back, y'all, because every time I'm cooking, that's what he do. He'll come in there and smack me across the tail. And so I got him back because he was fixing his food, and I slapped him across the tail. And he didn't like it, boy. He got mad.
But the thing is, I know she probably know me best. But what I'm saying is, The thing is, she should know what not to do though, cause so she knew she was in danger mode.
I knew it. I said, God dog it. I hope he don't get me, but I'm finna get him good. Cause he get me every time I'm in the kitchen.
Almost.
And sometimes he be doing that junk hard, so sometimes it be hurt a little bit.
I almost turned around and floated her ass. I ain't lying.
He could not believe what he was seeing with his eyes. But I got him back that time.
Shit, you a woman. How did you get me back? The hell? How that sound? I would get you back. How you get me back and I'm a man and you a woman? No, you did some shit that almost got your head walked off. Disrespected the whole man. All right, hit my ass. That shit almost got her ass locked in. I'm talking about her jaw would have been dripping, fucking around with me. I ain't lying.
He wanted to, y'all.
And it wasn't no domestic violence type shit. No, that was gonna be some disrespectful ass shit. But she disrespected me. And I almost. You don't, before you start keep on going through that, you don't want to go ahead and take the shot?
We can't.
Cause you gonna start and go and start and go. I got my cut cleaning thing.
Boom.
So we ain't gonna play the camera, but I'm gonna turn it on for the shot. She gonna have to come up behind over here. Let me see. I can turn it around that way a little bit. But lift it up. Let me see.
You gotta turn it around.
It's already turned around.
Y'all excuse it, don't y'all? I got some serious cleaning to do.
This is what we gonna do, y'all.
And it just ain't happening no time soon.
Edward, salute. Like I say, y'all, welcome in, man. We gonna take our shot for our.
You gotta get the bottle, baby.
Our almost 20 years. We doing a countdown. Like I say, I know this ain't no New Year's countdown, so we ain't gonna do it on the New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna every day we gonna embrace God with blessing us, even allowing us to get to 20 years of marriage, 10 years of marriage, 3 years of marriage, whatever it was. I'm gonna keep going up. And God allowed us to make it going on 20 years of marriage on the 26th. Mm-hmm. So today is our first countdown day. You know what I'm saying? Since my wife drink Crown Royal, this is what we're gonna take a shot at. Appreciate it. You'll give him a cup.
Hey.
Man, give him a cup, man. Hold on. Give him a cup. Now we're gonna take a shot at the Crown. I have to turn the camera off. We're gonna take a shot of this Crown Royal. Like I say, we're gonna be doing a Q&A from the day all the way to the 26th. For the day we celebrate our probably on the 26th, we probably won't be doing no Q&A. We probably just be, vibing and chilling and vibing. You did the way we do on here. If you don't know, make sure you check out all the videos that's on this channel. Thank you, baby. And like I say, man, we're gonna be taking a shot of this Crown Royal Peach. In our Crown Royal cups. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take them in the Crown Royal cups, as y'all see. I think we got them on the anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we got them on the anniversary.
It was on our last anniversary.
On our 19th anniversary. Like I say, y'all, Appreciate it. Congratulations. Like I say, it's all glory to God. As y'all see, I'm pulling it out the little cap of the sack. You know what I'm saying?
We got so many of them damn sacks.
Yeah, we do, boy.
We got so many of them sacks.
Use them for coins and all type of stuff. Go ahead and display that bottle. Yeah. So the plan is the way we gonna probably try to do it every day until the 20 to the 25th rather. We're gonna take a shot. We're gonna take a shot. We might hopefully just one. I don't know. We might have to have two. We might get. I don't know. We're gonna try to take one. So hold your trouble. Or you want to stop?
A little bit.
What is a little bit?
Go. Alright. That ain't no shot though.
You said
that's more than a shot, baby. That's more than a shot. The shot is just like a little bit.
I ain't finna do that down that sucker. I ain't. No, not that type of shot. Well, 1 cup. We gonna have 1 cup because I can't.
Well, you should have told me a little bit more.
Let me see. I told you what you said.
Put a little bit more in there. Okay, good. That's good. Now give me some ice over there.
Oh,
out your ice, out your famous ice machine.
At the ice machine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me some of that famous ice. Hope you ain't been digging no funky paws. Okay.
That's good. You sure I want to
know? Ooh. Got some of the famous ice.
A
little bit more.
I freezer there. Y'all see the fancy little scoop. Y'all gonna have to get 48 on there. You know what I'm saying?
Now we toasting.
All right, y'all, man. Like I say, even though this ain't the 26th, this is the 16th. 10 days away. This the toast our first down.
So we're gonna have a toast.
It's our anniversary.
For each one.
Our 20th anniversary, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
each day we're gonna do a toast. We're gonna have a toast.
Man, I love this look. I love this little aggravated woman. I swear, with all my soul, man. You know what I'm saying? I might have to get some damn though.
Some what?
Some apple or some regular.
I don't like the peach better.
Rob, what's going on?
To me, the peach is better.
Man, I ain't doing nothing, man. Really nothing, man. What's going on with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Like I say, man, we just sitting here chilling. And we're gonna do us a countdown. Y'all know I be always thinking of some kind of content to do. So we better be over here. So we gonna do what we gonna do on our anniversary, on our 20th anniversary. But like I say, man, I came up with the idea of just going doing like a marathon, like to our anniversary. We're gonna be live. We're gonna so that's our plan is, man. You know, just getting on here, doing a little marathon. Appreciate the happy anniversary, man. Like I say, y'all, the anniversary in 9 more days now, because the day almost over with. The only reason we late doing it, we would have started a little early, but when I got off work, I was hurting, y'all. My body was shutting down. I was cramping every which way. I was cramping from left to right to left, up and down, and so I had to go lay. I laid down and was scared that I started eating, that I was gonna catch nigga-litis, but I think I know the time. I think I nodded off, but it's like when I commit to doing something, that's what it is though. You know what I'm saying?
This right here though. These them bones, boy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's why I asked my wife the first question I asked her. Like, is this like a like? Is she like? Is this like just like our average what you call it anniversary? I'm like, no, this our 20th anniversary. This only gonna come one time. You know what I'm saying? And the 10 years gonna come one time. That decade, that's 2 decades, man. We've been together.
10, 20, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got more.
10 more years, man. I thank God every day, man. Every decade, boy, I thank him, boy.
Yeah, it has
He don't make no
definitely
mistakes.
been a journey. It's been a journey. Yep.
Oh, they said congratulations. That's what I'm telling you. You on the way to 30. We definitely trying to count up to 30. Lord's will, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't never know these times and the years and the days and how the shit going. You never know, man. You never know unless you got faith in God, man. But yeah, man, we made it to see 20. We walked our way on down to 20 years, man.
Yeah.
20 years. And that's our first toast of the what you call it. Till. This our first toast. You know what I'm saying? This our first toast, dog. Now, like I said, we're gonna try to do this every day. Every day we're gonna try to do it. Like I said, y'all see as a title, man, it's Q&A. It's a Q&A. Y'all can ask questions. And like I said, we ain't gonna really be on here, you know what I'm saying, that long because we still got 9 more days to go.
Yeah.
So we ain't got to be long on these ones though.
Every time I think about it though, babe, it's like it's crazy how your life just changed. And sometimes it seems like it changed overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like even though we was together, it's like everything just came, it just was like a movie. Like a movie playing. But it was like everything was just happening crazily, like fast. You know?
Yeah, it ain't nothing but life been moving fast. That's about it.
Yeah.
Life been moving
But
fast. Appreciate that.
did you ever think that you would be married? Like
What you
just
mean?
randomly thinking like
Nah.
that's what I'm saying. Like
No, I'm just saying. But after time go on, you go to ask God for a situation where you ain't got to be, and just so happen to happen.
it's like everything just I don't know, it just happened so fast. I don't regret it. I'm glad that it did happen, but
Nah,
it just like everything just happened so fast.
I had to stop what I was doing. God knew it had to happen for me rapidly, fast. Get this nigga out of the way, change his, because the only way he gonna change is if he changes his environment.
I said a prayer and everything just like it just was like coming into fruition, and that's how you say it.
Yeah.
But it was coming like fast,
Bam.
like
Bam.
you said you wanted it. This is what you're gonna get. This is how it's gonna be, and it was like it was unbelievable, really, because it's like, is this really happening?
Raw say he ain't even want to be moving here. I ain't never thought I would even get married. I ain't want turn in my player card when it was time. Man, I ain't even had a player card, man. I just couldn't I couldn't stop fucking over my life. Like I said, I pray for God to get me somebody, man, where they could see they could see me for me and just love me for me. And not, you know what I'm saying, not always think I'm supposed to carry them, you know what I'm saying? In life, like carry them, like let it be a decision I make. Don't let a person see me for what I got. See me for what I could give. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you a whole scrub when you had that beard. Man, I swear I never been I was too much I was too much in the streets. Like I was too much in the street, and you attract them same type of people. You know what I'm saying?
When you had your beard.
Yeah, he said when he had his beard.
Oh no, when you had your beard.
Yeah,
but he was heavy in them streets.
See, I was out there on some other shit though. You know what I'm saying? I was out there on some other shit. You know, if you couldn't be adapted to my lifestyle, you had to get around. But I didn't never like. I never just hoish. So I never been hoish. Just made some. Just then allow God to pick the motherfucker for me until this time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God don't make no mistakes. When he got it for you, he gonna have it for you. Stubborn, opinionated, but God will provide. No, I'm just saying, man. I stand on what I be saying though, but so this nigga here break a nigga down the way it ain't no fight situation. It's just a conversation situation. And then she gonna rule the conversation anyway. It ain't gonna be like I'm gonna get too many words in, so it ain't really an argument. It's just her telling you something. But I probably needed that.
He did. And he did. And I was here to do it.
Yeah. I feel you on that because I damn sure was going through some things. I was going through some things, boy. At first, I thought you said we were going through some phones. I can admit though. Shit, I got the streets 22 years ago. Countdown time, yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. Nirvana, what's going on? I got out of these streets 22 years ago. She said, hey,
22 long years. It's been 22 long years. No, it ain't been 22 years since you've been out the street, bud.
It's been, I'm saying,
it's been a good little bit of years, but it ain't 2 years.
It's been over 20 years.
No, it ain't.
It's been 20 years.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's maybe been
about 20,
no, 10, 20 years. You lying, bud.
No.
You lying. No. Well, I'm gonna say yeah, you been out, but you done had your slip up. It ain't been 20 something years. You done had a couple of slip ups and bruises and run ins.
I say his player days caused me some. That was Shook SD said. My player days caused me some blessings. Caused me some blessings. Blessings too. Yeah, man. But see, it's got to be that. I don't know. Just for me, my opinion. When it came down to me, it was time for me to my slip up, yeah.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a
I'm
few
saying,
slip ups.
like, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but it wasn't. I'm saying within it. Yeah, I did.
You did. He had a lot of slip ups. But the last slip up, it cost him. He learned. He learned, boy, from that. He learned.
Yeah, but either here or there, man, it got me here. It got me here.
I'm just saying, we just reminiscing on if he didn't smell the coffee before, he smelled that coffee.
They were talking about taking my goddamn freedom away from me.
That's why I say if you didn't smell the coffee before, you smelled that coffee.
No,
You
those
smelled
folks
that aroma. That what it is. That Folgers.
Well, those folks when they're talking about years. I was like, oh no, this ain't me. No, you ain't even know. That when they say they gonna take my freedom, they took my thugness. I became a grown man then. Oh no. When God gave me that blessing and say, all right, I'm gonna just give you 75 days to tighten up. Away from your wife. I'm gonna give you 75 days. And them 75 days, I took them in stride.
Them was the worst 75 days of my life.
It was the worst 75 days of my life, and I done did time.
It seemed like he was the one that was locked up. It seemed like I was still doing time, even though I was on the outside. But them was the worst 75 days of my life.
Well, that was the best 75 days of
I
my
mean, it
life.
was the best for you because it taught you a lesson. But at the same time, it's like you ain't the one that's locked up. It seemed like you locked up too. You know, I was just glad when the mess was over with.
Man, raw, man. Them folks would have talking about getting my ass light years at that time. At the time, I was at an age, boy, that time didn't add up to ever coming back out. So I was like, hell no.
I tell you, no lie, he had done did them 75 days, and then I ain't see him coming home. I'm up there thinking, okay, he finna any moment now. He had done did them damn 75 days.
And still couldn't get out.
I called them people yelling all type of ways. But they was understanding, but I was like, well, I thought he supposed to been getting out or whatever, but I was fuzzy. But they told me he had to go to court for something else. I'm like, what is going on here? Man. When I seen his big head self walk in that yard, that was the best feeling.
Raw, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Look.
But you still had to stand there for what? Was it okay? Yeah,
man, raw. Don't stand there for a couple of days.
After yes, and I was like, well, what's going on? And they told me that you had to wait
about 1 or 2 days. I had to stand there. Yeah. But see me, like I say, man, look, man, I never had the feeling before. Like when I knew it was God was like speaking to me, because I done been to court and had my mama there, and that shit didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I done had my grandma in the courtroom. That shit didn't bother me. And at this, I'm getting sentenced to, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm getting to sit down for a couple, you feel me? It didn't bother me. When I looked over and seen my wife's face, and I seen my sister's face, when them folks went to talking about, and the prosecutor was talking about, he got his back, this time we gotta get him up out of here. He ain't that. And I seen my wife's face. That shit that hurted me so bad. And like I say, man, I done got jammed up with guns and everything. But I had a lawyer though, so you know what I'm saying? And my mama was sitting right there. My mama cried. And that shit didn't bother me. I was going to say I ain't finna snitch on nobody. I ain't finna tell on nobody. So I guess I got to ride this shit out. I did them little whatever, and then got out and got back to business as usual. But this time, no, it was time to go. It was time to go get it. It was time to get it. And then bad shit when the concurring as I'm trying to transition my life, and it was like God was kept showing me shit, and it was time to go, and that's what made me say fuck Miami. All right, I go through whatever the hell I got to go through up here, in Orlando or Tampa, then go through the shit I'm going through in Miami, because this shit in Miami finna cost me. Motherfuckers just don't care. When that judge gives that nigga attitude change quick. And I'm only being honest. My opinion. I mean, for my situations, the only time it matters is when I looked over and seen my wife's face. I'm talking about they sitting there. The judge could have told me, "Look how your mama look. You think she want to see you like this? This and this. Man, look at your grandma, man. You think they want to see you like this, shackled down and shit like that? None of that shit even entertaining my mind about that. I ain't gonna see my mama in this many whatever blah squad. You get what I'm saying? But when I seen that shit happen with my wife, it like I just failed. It like I seen failure. But boy, when I tell you God intervened and stepped in and said 75 days,
put me some more ice in here.
When he said 75 days, oh my God, boy, she was looking bad. She was looking sad. But me, man, I was like, let's go. Look at these 75 out the way. I want one thing about me, I ain't scared of jail. So I'm gonna do these 75 days.
But y'all, it was just crazy because I'm
gonna get these 7 days done.
He got a tap on the wrist one day, and then by the next day, he was in jail. I said, "What the what?"
Hey,
he got a tap on the wrist the first day. They let him go. The next day, now they ain't letting him go this time. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, so I gotta be trying to get away, go down here to the courthouse.
Nothing when compared to losing your other half. You ain't lying.
I gotta get ready to go to the courthouse. I got to go with him and deal with these folks. I don't even want to be in the facility, and I had to go in there just to see what they were gonna do with him. But with me, like I say, man, I didn't. Whatever I used to do in life, I stood on that. I stood on that. I ain't gonna cry. I ain't none of this. It's a cat and mouse game. That's all. That's how I looked at it. And like, if I get caught, I get caught. Oh, you were crying at the beginning. When? Somebody, I gotta get out of here, boy. But they were trying. It kicked in though that you was stuck. Nah. And then when I had to go visit him, y'all, I felt so bad. I'm like, I gotta leave him out here. They had them put him way out in the boondocks. I'm talking about if you go out there to visit somebody, I don't care how much of them, you ain't going back. You ain't. Because you gonna go in there the first time you go, and then you gonna be like, I just can't do it. I just can't do this. I'm talking about you think you finna get broken down or something like that because they don't put them way in the boondocks. And then I had to go out there, look at him like that, and then had to leave. That was the worst feeling ever.
See, I don't know. Like I say, I never had the experience all this whatever tennis. Man, I'm going in as a criminal, and I'm gonna live my life as a criminal while I'm in there. So I really didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I used to go in as a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing used to change. Like I say, until I seen my wife cry. Cause like I say, everybody can spend the money with you, and nobody don't think about that you the one gonna go to jail. So you know what I'm saying? I know that's how I looked at it. I don't know how nobody else look at it or nothing. So to me, I could get in the jailhouse, grab my rack, take, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and lay down and go on to sleep, rest. Cause I didn't get rest. You know what I'm saying? The only time I ever got rest is when I go to jail. That's the only time. But I'm talking about in my years of moving around and shaking and baking. I got sleep until like literally when I met my wife and I was able to actually lay down, not being in jail, being in the bed, laying down, sleep. Like before then, nah, you couldn't catch me sleep. Nah, not me. You couldn't catch me sleep. Every day I'm up.
It seems like he wouldn't eat or nothing.
I eat, but I'm running the street so much.
Seemed like first it seemed like you wouldn't eat or nothing. It's like you never took a break. Your life just saved.
Man, hey, I'm not bullshit, man. I did a year and 6 months, and it was like, man, that was like my best sleep before I met my wife. That was my best sleep I ever had within that time I had to do that year and 6 months. That was the best sleep I ever had. No matter how shit was going in the jailhouse, niggas getting their head jumped on, whatever, nigga, getting in the fight, whatever. I still went to sleep. That was the best sleep I ever had. At that time of my life. I'm talking about at that time of my life. But when I met my wife, I finally seen what peaceful sleep feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like these niggas ain't got no guns in here, so what more they could do to me? We gonna do it, get it down and fight. It is what, and I know how to fight. And that's the one thing I was always taught in life, how to fight. Oh no, that was my time when I got out, boy. Nigga, look here, I turned up. I turned up all over again. The first day I got out, I was running the trap. I had when it got me on break and it was over with. I was back on my bullshit. I was back on my bullshit when they let me out, boy. I didn't tell them people I was gonna do right. No, fuck the streets up, boy. And I was on house arrest, burned my legs and everything. Man, I was like, boy, I got even worse. When I got out that time, boy, when I got out of doing that year and 6 months and on that probation, oh man, I was on the run ever since. Ain't bullshit. I was on the run ever since.
Was that what you was on the run for when I met you?
No, when I met you, I was on the run for. I had got caught with some dope on whatever.
Yeah.
And I got caught up with that, and then I got bonded out, and when I bonded out, that nigga said I jumped her ass, and I had all this stuff inside my house or whatever. So I ran because I was on probation. They had gave me that felony probation shit they had started, some new shit. I ain't know nothing about this, so I took off. I mean, I wasn't even know. Man, after everything happened, I had just got out, got on this damn probation, and that happened, and I ran. I was out of here. I ran pretty good though. I was in there about 2 years before they got my.
2 years before they captured you. But they they finally put them stopped up.
They grabbed hold of me, boy. It was all over again. Boy, I was like, here you go again. Here you go again, boy. It took me about 5 days to get from Orlando to Miami. I said, it's some bullshit. Man, it was.
No, it took longer than that.
No, it took 5 days for me to get down there.
It was, oh no, that was the second.
The same took about the same time.
No, it was almost your days was up, and then remember they
oh yeah, that was my last day. Well,
I was like, this some bull crap.
They wait till your last
day. They was like, if they don't see him by his, by a certain amount of days, then he'll end up getting out. I was hopeful. I'm like, well, they ain't sent them yet. So I kept calling to see if they had to ship them down there. And on the last day,
they came and got my black ass. Hey,
I was like, mad.
I was mad at the motherfucker. I thought they were calling me to get released. Man, the motherfucker say, pack it up. You get ready to head to Miami. Man, I say, ain't this about a bitch.
Yeah, that was bad.
But hey, Rob, I'm telling you, I did not give a flying damn about nothing about if I'm doing crime. Now, like I say, I'm doing a crime or something. If I'm on my bullshit, man, I'm on my bullshit, boy. I'm on my bullshit. I ain't, boy. Look here, I'm going slap ass. And I ain't crying about no damn jailhouse. No, hell no. We gonna do what we gotta do. And shit like that. Yeah, what it is, boy. No, I'm a man, boy. Nah, when it comes to whatever business I do, I stand on that shit. Just like I stood on quit, stop doing it. Mm-hmm. Like I say, I didn't have no problems with all the other shit that I guess men have a problem with. No, I had a problem with I could not stop selling drugs. That was my goddamn problem. I couldn't stop hustling. I could not stop taking over people's blocks. I couldn't, man, I couldn't stop. That shit was a drug itself to me. But this time though, I swear when I went down this time, and like I said, it was a lot of shit adding into a lot of shit.
And I want to quit because I ain't finna sit in no trap. I'm too edgy, too nervous, and all that shit like that. I can't sit in no trap. I don't even like what's going on. I got to go.
I be sitting getting drunk and blowing weed and wild and it don't matter, man. But I like I say, man, I had God changed me, man, and God changed me through this woman right here sitting next to me. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no criminal, y'all. I'm not a crook. Now I'm not gonna say that I might not do some crazy stuff, but I ain't got time to be a crook because I ain't got time to be ducking and dodging and all that kind of stuff. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time to be out there on the block and ducking and dodging.
And I'm out there just loving ducking. That was just who I ain't give a damn though. But God, like I say, God put a person in front of me that care to like I don't know, just cared about me.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It's a difference. It's a difference in women. And I'm not gonna judge nobody because everybody do their own thing. But at the same time, you will know if somebody really care for you. Like if they don't want to see you doing the wrong things and stuff like that, to ruin yourself, that's a person that cares. Other than that, you can be a female that don't really care what a nigga doing, as far as, if whatever happens, it happens because I'm just along for the ride. But that just was not the situation. Some women is along for the ride and they're along for the glory and all that. But then when you get locked up, you on your own. You just on your own. But if somebody care about you, they don't want to see you doing the wrong thing.
And that's why I say, man, that's how we head to the 20-year anniversary countdown, y'all. Cause she stood with a nigga, man. She had plenty of time to haul ass now. I'm talking.
I could have took off.
She had plenty of time to haul ass, like, cause I was going downhill fast, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I was going downhill fast. Once I get to that mode of, and I just didn't never like not to have. I couldn't take that. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest thing to get over. I didn't like not having. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to take care. But you know, like I say, when I met my wife, and I'm saying it's 22 years ago, I'm 48 years old. That's when I really got a fucking job. Like really got a real job. Like not bullshitting around on the job.
It had been working ever since.
Hey,
all he had to do was get a job. But the thing about it is, it was easy for him to go out on that clock every day.
Man, my mama gave me money to do the switch. Go get work on the dock. Man, I got that first check, man. It was over with.
But when you care about people and you care about their well-being, you care about their situation, you don't want to see them in any situation when you care about a person. Like I said, I could have been a female that would just, I'm just along for the ride or whatever the case may be. And if you get locked up, you get locked up. Whatever happened to you happens to you. But that just wasn't me. It just was.
Yeah, man. Well, boy, look here. Man, like I say, I understand my fuck ups. I ain't gonna lie. I understand my fuck up. I could not stop being who I was. But like I say, man, when it came down to, I can't, and I can't even, and see, I'm gonna stop this shit though, cause when they did give me those 75, and I seen my wife, that shit made me want to stop. But when it's like it got worse. It's like shit went to just going even worse. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I can't get right with nothing.
Well, because he always been a busybody.
No.
He always, I'm bored. I got to do something. I got to do this and I got to do that.
Man.
And when you a bored person, you will always stay into shit.
Man.
Because you so bored, you got to explore, and your mind just gonna keep you going.
What I'm saying is to say this. With me meeting my wife, it gave me God gave me an outlet. But he gave me a lot of chance to get right though. I ain't gonna lie. He gave me a lot of chance to figure this shit out. To be able to talk to y'all after these 22 years. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was looking grim for your boy for 1 minute, boy. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm talking about.
They were gonna sit him down. They will sat that ass down. They were gonna sat your ass down. They got tired of saying sit down. They were gonna sat his ass down.
But at least I can say man, God gave me too many. He gave me an opportunity. I was running out of cards. I was really running out of cards with God, boy, and favors and blessings.
And it wasn't gonna work for me too long because I became the enemy because I was trying to get him to do the right thing. So anybody that's trying to tell you to do the right course, you don't want to hear shit they got to say. They become the enemy right away because they're not going along with my bullshit. Yeah, and I'm just one that's not gonna go along with the shenanigans.
She's to make you feel bad, and she's to make you feel emotional and shit. Then you jumping up, hooping and hollering, crying like you don't love me. Man, all that
and
bullshit.
Then he getting all emotional, knowing he don't want to stop doing what he doing.
Right.
But at the same time, he want the comfortable life. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and you trying to do the right thing, because guess what? You're gonna teen and notch over them. After a while, you just gonna be jumping right on to the other side. And I kept trying to get them to do right, because you don't want to be ducking and dodging all your life, or sitting behind some kind of wall or pen for the rest of your life, because you can't sit your behind down.
But that sounds good coming from a person who don't understand. Once a person like at my beginning, I already accepted my fate. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be two ways I was gonna really get out of where I'm getting out of. Truth be told, what's going on, and I was willing to go that route, is to die or be in prison the rest of my life.
He was settled with his life, and I'm like, listen, I'm a homebody. It doesn't bother me not to be in the streets or none of that, because I enjoy the comfort of my home. Like wherever I'm at, as long as I'm able to do me within the comfort of my home, I'm okay with that. I ain't got to be on the scene. I ain't got to be in the streets. I ain't got to do none of that. And it don't bother me one way or the other. I'm not always talking about, I'm just bored. I need something to do. I don't need shit to do, as long as I'm able to be in the comfort of my own home.
But now I'm saying, now we created what God allowed us to create, our situation where we have that, where we sit back and we chillax and all this.
I'm not saying I don't enjoy going out.
Oh no, we ain't on none of that. We talking about our journey to our 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like to go out, every now and then, but it's not something that I have to prioritize. I gotta be busy. I gotta do. No, I really don't even like going out, but I will every now and then. But I got to pump myself up to go out. I got to pump myself.
Well,
we going out today, because usually I be like, man, I don't go nowhere. I just want to stay home.
I don't go out because I can't control who I am.
You don't, because when he go to drinking,
when I go out, I can't control myself. I can't. Like I say, when you get comfortable with either going to prison or dying, you don't have a limit on how you don't have no limit. You know what I'm saying? You don't care if it's 5 niggas and it's just you, or it's 10 niggas and it's just you. I don't have a limit. So either y'all gonna jump me or y'all gonna shut the fuck up. One of the two. That's the only.
And I'm gonna tell y'all another problem that, like, I seen within his issue. It was hanging with people, and then when people come around, they bring their problems. See, I'm not a person that hang with a lot of people. I never have.
I didn't hang with people.
If I kept a friend, it was gonna be one friend. I might have one friend that I hang with, or whatever the case may be. But he had every time he bring people around, it's always some bull crowd. Every time. Because you know what? When you go to dealing with all kind of people, then you got to deal with their problems, and you got to deal with what come with them. You did, because everywhere we went, you brought people. I'm not gonna say that you dealt with people, but he always been like nice and stuff like that. So people flock to him. And when you bring people like into what you got going on, every time they come with a problem. That was our biggest issue too.
No, I believe the thing I had to drop that really was life to make better is this saying that real recognize real. Because if I'm an asshole, I'm gonna attract assholes around me.
Exactly.
So I use to attract. Your family was part of the situation.
Oh, my family was not.
Oh my
family
God.
Is just my family.
Oh my God. So
my family was not as bad as the people you brought around. They was bad.
All right, then let's put it like this. Pookie started coming around.
Hey, listen. My family ain't did nothing.
Tank started coming around. Why?
My family wasn't really crooks. They had they crooked
All right,
ways.
all right. Before I
but
came,
they wasn't really crooks.
Before I came, how did they moved around like they were moving around? They started moving around. Assholes attract assholes, and I ain't talking about booty holes. I'm talking about just crazy wild ass dudes.
Well, my family is pretty crazy. They pretty wild. That's how they always been. But
yeah, nah.
it took my grandma to tell you about them Johnson niggas. She said them Johnson niggas is something else, boy. Them Johnson. It took my grandma to tell you about them Johnson niggas. But I tell you what, them Johnson niggas wasn't worse than the niggas you brought around that just wasn't no kin to us.
Nah, I'm saying that, but these were people that was already they already knew me and stuff. So, well, not when we was in Miami, not Mackie them. Mackie them didn't know me. They just, like I say, assholes attract assholes.
And I used to get so mad because, like I said, I like to stay to myself pretty much. I'll deal with people as far as speaking and
appreciate that.
Carry on. You know
Appreciate
what I'm saying? I'm not gonna treat nobody
into the
bad or whatever the case may be, but I'm not really a big people person.
Hold on. We the folk family. That's Courtney. I'm Yogi, and yeah, man. We just come on here and just check and kick the bobo, do whatever we doing. But right now we just celebrating, going on to not celebrating, but we just having a countdown at our 20th anniversary on the 26th. We're doing it a little different than other people do it. Yeah, most people have a countdown the day before of and countdown from 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever, 11 o'clock, all the way to have it go. I'd rather do it a day every day for 10 days. And YouTube recommended you because they knew your vibe. I just told you.
Yeah.
Crazy people attract crazy people. Married people attract married people. Fun people attract fun people. So so you know what I'm saying? That's why you were recommended. YouTube know who you is.
Yeah, we pretty nice going people, but I'm telling you, some of the people he brought around,
nah,
it's like a red flag right away.
I didn't bring people around; they found
me. They just so happened to flock because people for some reason people love Yogi, and I'm like, listen, at a certain point.
As long as you got God in your life, man. If you serious about you getting married next month, as long as you got God in your life, man, you let God control your marriage, man. You don't try to control it. You don't try to direct it. You let God control it and direct it, and you'll be all right. You'll be A-OK.
That's right. But one thing most of all you got to keep is God has got to be the head of your marriage. When you make your vows is not only to your partner, but your vow is to God, and that's what I don't think a lot of people comprehend. It's three strands in your marriage. It's God first, then it's your spouse, then it's you. So when you make to your spouse, you're not only making a commitment to your spouse, you're making a commitment to God. So if you're not ready to get married, don't do it. Don't do it at all, because it's better to not do it than to do it and break your commitment. That's one thing that you gotta keep in mind. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do, because you do what you want to do. You're grown or whatever. But God have to be in the beginning of your marriage, because it's gonna be tests and it's gonna be trials. And believe me, the devil knows exactly what your struggle is. So, like I said, if you don't want to get married at that time, you don't see yourself being fit as being married, don't do it.
And like I say, we tapping in with the Crown Royal Peach. And then, like I say, we don't have a group of people that hang around us. So this is why we do the YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's SD silly, man. That nigga say he always got married at fruit time. Yeah, man. It was the only time for me, man. It was the only time for me. This was it, though. That's it. That's all I can go. And like I said, I feel like it's the best time, man. Cause in my situation, I done got contempt with life. Like I started seeing life different. Like you know what I'm saying through her eyes. Like through her situation and how her family was. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, at first everybody in her family wasn't crazy, but everybody got their different crazy. You know what I'm saying? My people were crazy.
My family
my growth was street crazy. Her crazy, they was just family oriented crazy. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I learned the difference between, you know what I'm saying, the relationships you can have as a family members. You know what I'm saying? All right. It ain't always gonna be about a brick. It ain't gonna always be about a pound. And my family is always about a brick and it's always about a pound. Her family is more about who ain't.
Can you put me a little bit more ice in here? I think I'm gonna do me one more, then I'm done.
Who ain't bring what to the cookout? You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And that was their biggest argument.
My family was there's something serious.
Who threw the last cookout and stuff like that? That was their arguments. My family argument is,
man, you ain't had to give me all that.
It melts fast.
I like your ice and everything, but you ain't had to give me all.
See, so they showed me a different side of a family. What family, the real word. Well, like I say, I can't take nothing away from my family. It was what it was. It is what it gonna be. It taught me how to be a stand-up person. You know what I'm saying? And a defensive person, a person who know how to stand on their own 2 feet.
Now, some of my family could relate to him and stuff like that, but for the majority, my main family was like family oriented and things like that. We actually had a childhood. We didn't have to.
I had a childhood.
You know, like stuff like that. We didn't. We might do little stuff or whatever the case may be, but it ain't that that's what we chose to do. But
I had all the only difference is I had a survival childhood.
But we loved each other, and right now my family is not because everybody done, everybody gotta live. They gotta live their life, and people go their separate ways because they got to find themselves.
Man,
so I'm not mad at them, but
certain people in her family love the hell out of me.
They do.
They love
I used
me.
to get mad at my granddaddy because he take your side and I'm his granddaughter.
And I used to be,
I used to be hated about it because I'm like, I'm your granddaughter.
And like I say,
but he knew that I was like my grandma.
At this time,
he knew that.
At this time, I didn't have it all. I didn't have my mindset all together.
He said,
so
this girl like my like her grandma. Don't listen to her grandson because he. Come here.
At this time, when I get into
my granddaddy, he had a stroke, so he come here.
At this point, I still believe in bopping the motherfucker across the head playing with me.
And my granddaddy say, don't listen to that girl.
Leave that man alone.
Just let that man alone, because he knew that I was. And I still got a little bit of it in me. I'm a little bit of a hellraiser, kind of like my grandma was. But it's just something I don't know.
man, y'all, I used to be, I swear, it seemed like they'll be like, man, oh, if Eugene snapping, oh, it's something really wrong, boy. And they ready for they was yeah, let's calm this little nigga ass down. Come on, get in the car. Get in the car.
And even my mama do that. I be like, Mom, but she like, that man love you, and I be mad because I'm like, you my mom. If I say he did something, he did it.
No, that was
but now,
now the difference of the situation. My mama loved this nigga. Like all I'm talking about, and she couldn't do nothing wrong in my mama's eyes. Like nothing. Like man, boy, if I tell y'all, like one day this girl here messed around and threw something through the door, but then she cold cocked me one time, like through the door, as I'm trying to close the door. No, she was closing the door, and I'm talking. I don't know how she did it, but she cold cocked me.
I think I threw some mayonnaise on you.
You did, son, and cold cocked me. And boy, look here, I get blacked out, and it was over with. Boy, when I came through, this girl here gonna let y'all don't take it like I'm a domestic. Yeah,
it wasn't domestic violence. It just was that day we was, you know, we doing what couples do. It wasn't no domestic violence. I don't see it as domestic violence because it ain't like my husband beat on me and stuff like that. He ain't never did nothing like that. So like that. He got mad at me that day because I took it to the extreme because I threw some mayonnaise on him. Because I got mad and threw the mayonnaise on him.
I did. So now that day there, I did black out and I boy. But when I came through, she was laying on the ground.
And then when I hit him, he was like, I can't believe she hit me. He was looking at me like, I can't believe she hit me. But he wasn't saying anything.
There was the first female that ever hit me other than my mama and my aunties and my grandma and my great aunties and family members and stuff. She messed around and cold caught me, boy, and I caught hold of her monkey. I always tell her, don't hit me if you can't fight now.
I had him wearing a cord in the eye.
But she could fight, so it was like, all right, boom. Man, I messed around and called my mom. I told her, man, I done fucked up again. I knew it. I knew you were gonna fuck up. I say, well, mom, this time, man, I'm gonna burn down the whole house, man. I'm gonna burn all these motherfuckers down. And she already here laying here.
He hadn't did nothing, y'all. I just was, you know how you get to the point. I say, I got to put him. I'm gonna act like I'm dead.
She fucked around.
So every time he would touch me or something, I make myself stop breathing. I said, I got something for him. Because, see, he thought he was doing something because I had jumped on him and attacked him. And so he came back and he tried to grab me. I said, I got something for him. So every time he would do me like this, I would stop my breathing. So he thought something had happened to me. But nothing happened to me. I just was doing my shenanigans again. Because I'm very intelligent. And I know what to do to get him going. So that's what I did. He thought, because I jumped on him and attacked him because he had done pissed me off. He thought that, I'm going to just grab her because he have this thing about straggling me, y'all. He won't hit me, but he'll strangle me with his legs and stuff because they long and stuff. So I said, I got something for him. I got something for him this time.
Because one thing I don't believe in is physically hitting a woman like a man. No, I don't believe in that.
So he grabbed me. And the way he grabbed me, he thought he had done killed me.
I usually slap a motherfucking woman ass down, though.
I said, I'm going to stop. Every time he touched me, I'm going to stop breathing. And guess what I did? Stop breathing. So he thought like he had done killed.
I'm talking about, I'm slapping your ass down with no baby powder.
Now, you ain't get nothing for to kill me. So what did you think? What did you think that you had done did?
When I black out, I usually, when I come back through, it's like I done went too far.
He hadn't even did. This how silly he is. He hadn't even did nothing to kill me. I stopped breathing a little bit. He thinking he done took me out.
Man. But I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, but I thought that day, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that day I was gonna be
But
on
I
the
got
run.
sense. I'm my mama child, baby.
I thought I was gonna be on the run.
My mama taught us very well. Every one of us. It ain't nothing you can pull, nothing you can get over with. Cause she taught us pretty well. So we got a lot of sense. I know what to do. He grabbed me a little bit. I act like I was dead. And I wasn't. I was fully alive.
But like I say, don't take it the wrong way. Yeah, I don't beat him up. I don't do none of that job there.
He never beat me, but if he get mad or whatever, he would strangle me, like I said, with his legs. He'll hold me down with his legs. And I used to get mad when he do that because he's so tall. His legs be straggling mine because they short, and I can't get away. I can't get up. I used to get mad about that because I'm like, he trying to outweigh me because he know he tall. My little short legs is not going to be able to struggle out of that. So,
Y'all know we had WWF. WWF.
I had to pull something on them that time, but it was just, like I say, couples, they go through things. It ain't no couple, I think, on earth that could say that they ain't never been through something. Even people that done been married for years and years and years. I don't think it's none that could say they never been through no situation with their partner.
We just honest about it.
You know what I'm saying?
And we not telling this to like put each other down or nothing like that. I'm saying we just want to get future people that's getting married and all this. Like I say, man, once God touch it and anoint it, and you gonna go through some shit, and you know what I'm saying, and yeah, man, and you gonna do some shit, and all type of shit gonna happen. But it depends on, like I say, the person that God set forth, because you might be a different person than that person.
Mm-hmm.
And they say opposite attract.
Yeah.
So God put me in the opposite situation of life and put her. He just dropped her ass off in a fucked up ass like cause and saying. But her job, her duty, and what God had planned for her is to change me without changing me with words. Change me just by being my wife.
And he did
just
that,
being my wife. Not
because I don't even understand how we connected and ended up together, but God knew everything because, like I say, you said it, we two opposites, and and it get rough when you two opposites, especially because they want to go their way, you want to go your way, and I just don't understand it. But God knew. He knew it.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm just saying from my experience and like my opinion, like I say, man, you put faith in God, man, and you ask God to anoint your situation. And trust me, even though y'all are two different people, even though you think one is over the other one, man, with God, man, ain't nobody over each other. We stand together as one, and that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. But you have to learn that though. You have to accept that and just live with it, because we had to accept. I ain't going nowhere. So
yeah, we did this together. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
So
period.
You know what I'm saying?
Point blank. Period.
And like I say, it ain't like it always been peaches and cream. We just been, you know what I'm saying? We ain't go through our spits and spats. You know what I'm saying? Especially like I say, we got two different lifestyles that were joined together.
But I understand also, my husband is fire sign, and I'm a earth sign, so I know how to light that fire right on that. You know
How you
what I'm
gonna
saying?
light a fire out?
I just let it right on that.
How you gonna light a fire?
Just go on it.
How you gonna light a fire?
Cause he is a fire sign, and he really can get under my skin like, oh my gosh, like nobody else. But I can't explain it because I love the hell out of him. I love him, and it's like I love you. I ain't going nowhere, but you ain't finna do this right now. I love him. I mean, I love him.
I love you.
But
and you ain't gonna do what you be thinking you like I said earlier. She ain't gonna be slapping me on my ass. I don't play that shit. I'm gonna I get that shit fire me the fuck up. If anything else don't fire me the fuck up, touch my ass and we gonna have a problem. Problem.
I had done did that. I don't know what got into me. Baby.
And then her words
but son told me to.
And her words be, I'm your wife. No, I'm a man. I'm a man. Don't touch me on my ass.
Because he got so mad. I'm like, it's not that serious. I'm your wife. I could play around with you if I want.
No, you can't play around with me like that. You go to a playground to play around if you want to play with some whatever you want to play with. Don't play with me though. I ain't the playground. I ain't the playground like that. Now we could joke and laugh at Kiki and all this, but her jokes don't be funny anyway. So it don't even really. She shouldn't even joke either. Like for real. But far as touching me on my don't touch me on my ass. Don't do that. That's a violation of life. So you get bopped in your head. Don't blame me. Blame yourself.
Babe, you ain't gonna bop me. Stop saying.
Oh, I was gonna bop you that day.
Cause you never bop me. This man ain't never bopped me since we've been together.
I was gonna bop your ass.
And we've been together for 20 years.
We've been together.
And I thank God.
Years.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not bragging, but I thank God that I ain't got no man that hit me upside the head and bobble me all type of different ways and throw me up in between the washers and the dryers.
What I noticed though, housebred women, they want you to do this shit. They won't. If they don't really like in their mind, they don't believe you gonna flip flop their. And in my mind, I'm trying to tell her, you hit me, I hit you. I don't give a damn how this shit go. I ain't never was taught don't hit a woman. If a woman hit you, you hit her ass back too. But I couldn't do it.
One thing about it, your mama wasn't going for that. She had her back ready for you.
Yeah, they had they look, you know what I'm saying?
We had our girl power going on, baby.
They'll get up and leave me in the house and shit.
You gonna understand what's going on. And see, his mom me a lot too. Like, because his mama was kind of like a tough woman. And so that helped teach me a lot how to deal with him. And so he didn't like it when I started being raspy. Because at first I was, oh, Mink, don't say this, don't do that. No, baby, I'm finna turn up on you sometime. Because you understand what I'm saying at this moment.
But that's like I say, most of the time it be shit, and like I say, it's like not her being a mama to me, but her being like a voice, a voice. Like, you know how they say the devil on one shoulder and the angel on one shoulder. She like right there in the middle of both of them, and she decides which one she gonna knock out.
Why do everybody say that though? Everybody say
appreciate that. Eat money.
Sit on everybody's shoulders. I don't understand that. You know right from wrong. You is a grown adult. You got a life out here to live.
But my wrong at one time, my wrong was my right.
A girl told me that at work. She said, Courtney, like every angel that sit on everybody's shoulder.
No, you like that. You like this. You like a Courtney that sit in the middle of both of them, and you decide if the angel saying something slick or the devil saying something slick. And she's like a voice of her own. She her own entity of voice, and she 20 years, man, 20 years of marriage, heading that way, man. Well, we already there. 10 days ain't 9 days ain't that far away. You know what I'm saying? Already claiming it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I say, man, we just doing our countdown different. This ain't no New Year's countdown. We having a countdown for every day. We go choose to go live every day if it ain't nothing but about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 hours until on the 26th, and then we'll go live celebrating what we doing. And you feel me? You did.
But let's mention how you knew you was the one. I knew you was the one when you came around, and my grandparents, and not only that, my mother and stuff like that, they accepted you as the person that you was. Like, how did you know that I would be the one? Or did you just decide up and say, this is the one?
God did. I'm gonna tell you the day that I knew ain't now person in life, in my whole life of living had said, no, you know, when they know what the whatever it is I'm going through, and say, come up here, you come on up here.
I hear the fugitive.
Yeah, you damn sure.
I could have went down behind the fugitive.
And that meant a lot because like I say, my wrong is my right. So when you did that a different way.
And I took put myself on the line to call his probation officer and tell her that I had harbored, as they call it.
Yeah, you said that.
I harbored a fugitive.
I got so tired of laying down in the back seats when we see the police, and
my baby was scared.
I wasn't scared.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't scared.
You didn't want to go to jail. You was scared, baby. You was scared.
Man,
it ain't nothing wrong with admitting that. You would have had them been to jail many times, but you didn't want to go to jail for that crime.
No, I ain't wanted to go that. Yeah.
Because that girl said you had done did some willy whopping mopping poppy pop.
Yeah, I ain't want to go for the crime because I didn't do it. Now I did the part about somebody was in the house to get put.
You sure you didn't lay hands on that gal?
I didn't. Man, that girl wasn't nowhere near me. I'm telling you, how would I be able to hit somebody and I'm working with her uncle?
I know you didn't hit her.
I'm working with her uncle.
But I put myself on the line to say that I had been harboring a fugitive.
Nah,
and it actually worked into your behalf.
I wasn't
because the lady that I talked to, the lady was she understood what was going on, and she said, "Don't worry about it, ma'am. I got it taken care of." And then in a couple of days, he was out of jail.
Shit, but they still gave me goddamn sacked me there for a minute, boy.
But my thing is, that was before you went to court. But the lady told me out of her own mouth, she said, "Don't worry about it. I got it taken care of." And then when you went to court, they released you. Yeah, but my thing is this. Over the years, you ain't had no bad wife. You ain't had no bad girlfriend. When I was your girlfriend, I was doing the same thing I was doing it when I was your wife.
Man, E-Money, I had a problem when you one thing them folks find out, and they find out right now I'm a habitual runner. One thing they do is they let me out on probation or a bond or anything. I'm out of here. You gotta catch me. You gotta literally catch me. I ain't going to court. I ain't doing none of that shit. You shouldn't have never let me out. That was your problem, not my problem. It wasn't my problem. Once you let me out on bond or probation or whatever it is, now they get me on house arrest now. That motherfucker get house arrest.
They probably won't even give. They may give you probation, but they might not give you
But
probation.
boy, look here, I'm a habitual runner, boy. And you boy, you let me out the door, and it ain't like if I'm running, I ain't stop doing what I'm doing. I'm back doing what I'm doing. It is what it is. But man, look here, man. Them crackers there told me, I'm a flight risk. I can't get bonded out no more. Well, maybe by now I could, but then I can't. I'm a flight risk, boy. The motherfucker say this nigga a flight risk. This nigga haul that every month. He haul that everywhere you get him, boy. You don't get that nigga nail moment, boy, because he running. And I don't do the running like people do. I stay in the same. Like I say, the only reason I was able to God fixed the situation. Wait, I met my wife, and that was the only time I ran.
But you know what?
Other than
that, tell y'all something. God work in mysterious ways. Because that last time that he got caught, and them people said, I'm going to give him 17 years. The man said, well, he ain't been down. He ain't been in trouble in a certain amount of years.
10 years.
So they said, we're going to take that in consideration. But the lady was like, but your Honor.
Well, the prosecutor wanted to knock my head
that off. Lady she was gunning for his neck. His throat was on the line. His throat was on the line. And as I was sitting there, I was kept hearing the judge say, but he ain't this man in trouble in a certain amount of years, but that was because he had been down there with me. If he hadn't not been down there with me, they would have gave him exactly what she was gunning for. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something, God work in mysterious ways. And a lot of people don't believe in God because of all this hype that they put out here and this and that. But one thing about it, I ain't gonna change my faith of believing. And I believe that God did exactly what he seen that needed to be fixed. Because had you not been nowhere else and you had been where you was, what that lady was gunning for, it would have stuck.
Yeah, it was going down.
But that judge say, this man ain't been down here. This man been gone for 10 years. This man ain't did nothing. I'm
gonna give y'all the blood raw situation. I got caught with 20-cent rocks I was selling. They seen me throw the motherfuckers because they were watching the spot. They was watching the trap. Now I'm already a habitual drug dealer, like kingpin, static, or whatever they want to call it. Feds, all this shit. And now, mind you, before this happened, let's go back and rewind a couple of days before this. I already get jammed up. I already get jammed up, but I don't got no dope on me. I just got money on me. And my little session I was smoking. And so they took me home. Motherfucker took me home, whatever, but told me, laid it down. Now, mind you, I ain't never seen the police take a nigga home. Told me, don't come back over there. We come back there. We gonna tear this house down.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. He ain't lying, because when he told me that the police brought him home, I said, you lying. This ain't never happened in history.
No, the police.
And he showed me the paper that the police wrote. I said, well, is they coming to get you later? Because I ain't never known no police to bring nobody home.
My hot ball ass, I had to go back to the trap. I went back into the trap. When my normal day, how I would normally do it, sit there, get drunk, and blow. Man, I'm talking about it's a booming day too. This day was booming too, boy. I couldn't haul that. And boy, look at somebody said, you know how you got your watch out. They talking about nah. So I get up and I could have let the situation fold how I folded, but being who I was, I took my dope out to people's house and took it around and threw it around the corner, not knowing the police sitting on top of the roof. He's sitting over there and don't watch me where I threw it at. So I go back and sit on the other on these people porch. I go sit on their porch like I ain't did shit, knowing that they got a bunch of crackheads in the house. So I'm sitting there. The police come on, they tell me, man, we got it though, man. We seen you throw the shit or whatever. Blah, blah. I'm like, fuck it, man. Now, mind you, the first time they already took my iPhone. They already took my phone. So they already done hacked my Facebook.
I'm like,
all this shit going on. They
took the iPhone. I had got him the iPhone.
And they hacked my Facebook.
They took the iPhone.
So they done hacked my Facebook. So they texting people, telling them that they coming to get. Yeah, we coming to get y'all. No, that's it. But I wasn't doing no activity like that on the Facebook. So I be down, man. The same police officer, he said I gotta do the honor. He said, cause I told him. And he put the handcuffs on me. He said, I told you we were gonna get you.
This was the next day, y'all. He had got free.
And got told, don't come back around.
And got told, don't come back around here. And then I got the call that he had been locked up the next day. I said, no.
That wasn't the next day? That was
the next day.
No, that wasn't.
That was the next freaking day.
That wasn't the next day. It probably was.
It was the next day.
I was drunk.
Because he came around there and got that damn spaghetti, and I was mad as hell. Because I was like, my man done went to jail, and you coming around here to get some spaghetti.
Man, y'all, it like I said, I'm gonna be transparent, y'all. My dumb ass.
Hey, cut the camera. I got to move around.
My dumb ass went back around there. And man,
lay down. Stop all that damn
I be down. They ain't jam me up, boy. And I'm talking about every rock. Every rock I had in the bomb, they were gonna give me a year for each rock.
He had 17. They was gonna give him. That lady was trying to get them to give him 17 years for that.
And man, y'all,
me and his sister was sitting in the courtroom because she the one who took me to go to the courthouse to go see what was going on.
But God is so good, man. Man, that judge said, "Nah, we're gonna give him 75 days, 17 years, 75 days." I was like, man, I could do this. I could do this on my head. Well, I could do these 75. But the hardest part is that I'm married and my wife out here in Miami by herself. But not really by herself, because she got my mama them and my sister them. But she ain't from here. She from Orlando. Her family in Orlando. So it's like I failed. Like the mission was failed. Because we man, yeah, man. Well, the mission will fail. Just put it like that. The mission will fail them 75 days was the longest 75 days I ever did in my life. I swear. I'm getting mad at my wife. Y'all know how that shit go if y'all ever been in jail, man. I'm getting mad at my wife.
God is good. He worked that thing right on out. Because I'm gonna say this. And in the moment of despair and darkness, God had a path. And
I had a black judge.
And
I had a black judge with a white prosecutor.
It was about to go down.
It was going
down.
But
God said, I got something better for this man here. This man went to work every day. Every day. After that, God had a plan for you. Man. It's just that we didn't see it at the moment because of the situation. But that black judge, he took an accountability that this man has been trying to stay out of trouble because evidently he ain't been down here. He ain't been doing nothing wrong. But that lady, she said, bump that judge. Bump that judge. I'm out for this man juggler. She was out for his juggler.
True, was stinking ass up too.
Daddy said, I'm out for his juggler.
That white
Put his juggler in the mix, because I'm out for it.
That white fucking bitch wanted to see me.
And we were sitting right there, and I said, Lord have mercy. But one thing I never did as a wife, never did as a girlfriend. I never stopped praying for him. I never stopped praying for him because I knew that he was in a battle. And when you in a battle, you don't, in your mind, your right is wrong, but you gonna make it right in order to do wrong. And so I never judged him on it. I never did none of that, but I never stopped praying for him. I never stopped praying for him. And I told somebody that because they asked me for some advice. They said, ma'am, can I ask you for some advice? They didn't get into the situation of what was going on, but I made sure I told them. A person that's telling you to do something wrong, a person that's telling you to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing, they don't care nothing about you. And I let them know they don't care nothing.
But that wasn't my situation. Ain't nobody used to tell me to do nothing.
No, he just did it. He just did it because it was in him, and the wrong was in him because he. That's all. I'm just gonna tell you straight up as a wife. Wrong was in him, and it was embedded deep.
When I first got around up people, y'all, I used to tell people, and this is what I believed in. I was a double son-in-law.
And he used to always say that. When I met him, he used to say, I'm the devil's son-in-law. And I say, this man say he's the devil's son-in-law. But you know, I've always been a believer. I'm not going to waver my faith because I believe.
But a
person got to believe at their own.
But at the same time, I always say I'm God's child, but I'm the devil's son-in-law.
You was something else, though.
But I always said that, though.
I'm talking about you was something else. You were just something else, something else, something else. And it ain't nothing else, no other way to put it. You was something else.
That's something you got.
I didn't understand how much something else you was until I started dealing with you. But I understand that everybody got their own date and appointed time. And you had to get it right within yourself. I couldn't do that for you. I can tell you what should be and what shouldn't be, in my opinion. But I can't tell you what to do on nothing. Because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. So it's something that you got to get within yourself. But I was there to show you from my life that you can do things differently. It might not happen the way you want it to, but you can do it differently.
But I'm saying I had got that, but it had to be on my time, not your time, because that it's like I got a problem with forcing this. Like even with jobs or anything, like them people tell me to shut up. Like not shut up, but you just say crazy things out your mouth. And this and this and this. But to me it ain't crazy.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying? End up snapping or whatever. But it's all good though. Like I say, you live and learn. You go to understanding. Like I say, I changed my ways as far as I don't deal with the streets. I just deal with my wife and I deal with y'all folks on YouTube. I don't deal with people on now sometimes the devil try to play me and shit like that or whatever. He'll send somebody my way. You know what I'm saying? As you know, oh man, hold this gun for me. Or this and this and this and this and this. If I don't know you, I ain't doing it. But if I feel like I know you, I slip up and sometimes I slip up like that sometimes though.
But I will say God is good, and I'm always say that. No matter what I do in life, I'm gonna say that God is always good because I've seen so much growth within the time that we done been together. And like even on some of the things that he was firm on and he was going strong at it, he breaks sometimes as far as You know what I'm saying? His growth, and I'm gonna say that he growed a hell of a lot. He did.
But it's God and then it's you. Cause it's like you fought for me. You actually fought for me. You like, no, I'm standing with you no matter. You ain't leave my side. You ain't
You
whatever.
was trying to be tough, and at times you almost you was trying to make me like give up, but I never did because
And that's what I'm saying. That point there is the point that I knew that I don't have to be, I ain't got, I can put this person to bed. I can arrest this person.
right.
Cause
I'm a fighter. I don't give up.
you don't put me in altercations. You don't put me in stuff like, well, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you look out for my best interest. And I never had that of a person looking out for my best interest. Like I say, man, certain people use me for money. And it could be family or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But I never cared about your money.
So when I met you, it was like you met me on me.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. A person can have money and they could do all the things that you want them to do. But that don't mean
talk,
that a
long
person is like good for you because they got money and they doing. I never cared about nobody money. If I'm gonna do you right, do me right, and let's meet somewhere in the middle. And you meet me and I meet you halfway and we meet up together. That's how I feel about it.
And I had to learn the middle, like, cause like I say, if people don't know, I believe in, I would believe in that, man, it's a 60-40. You know what I'm saying? It's 60 my way, and it's 40 I consider what you got going your way. But as a woman, you know what I'm saying? But me, like I say, my wife fought for me so long, and not no fighting, like got to do all the court and all this stuff. No, she fought. She fought for me as in showing me that, man, God trying to change me through her. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, my people only look at my money. They only look. You hear my daddy? He said all the time. You get what I'm saying? Everybody looked at my money, but she didn't. She caught me at a moment where I was fighting. I was fighting with life, like, like, and like I say, in the beginning, y'all, in my mind I was okay with death or jail, and she changed my perspective of life and showed me that you don't have to. You can still be an asshole, but do it in a way like you doing it under God. You doing it like everything. I might speak my truth to somebody. They get offended. We don't have to get in an argument about it. I can just walk away. They can walk away. However it goes. The person I am, I could go whatever route you want to go in a split second. So I learned that I can't be around people but her. Like I can't be around people. Like I'm talking about, like far as people that want to be argumentative and all that stuff. Cause then I switch back and then I click. My mind switch back and it's like, no, we could go where you want to go at with this. And you might not like the level you taking me to, but I'm getting old now. Shit, I'm getting old now. She said I'm getting gray hair and everything. So I can't be out here arguing with nobody, fighting with nobody, man. Them days over with. So it's best. It's God.
My baby finally getting
God established me to understand what life is, not your life of growing up, but what life is. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have riches to prove yourself to nobody. You don't have to have the fancy things to prove yourself to nobody. You can have just life, like just life, just You know,
Live it.
It ain't about a struggle. It's about just life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Long as you got enough right now to do what you're gonna do, the blessing gonna come farther away. But right now, I gotta learn how to live. I had to learn how to live with life. Just life. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what. Y'all, this strong woman who loves you unconditionally is a blessing, and it's unbeatable. Nigga, go on. You remember you get old before I get
what
old.
He said?
That's Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
You get old before I get old.
I ain't never think this man was gonna get no gray hair. I'm like, where's gray hair at? It's supposed to kick in by now. But he getting his gray hairs because he learning something. My baby learning something. And people probably be like, how you put up? Because I know my baby strong-minded. And he is himself. And it's a lot for some people to deal with. And they probably be like, well, how she deal with that? But I'm going to tell you something. With patience and God, you can deal with a lot because
y'all know it gets to the point where a woman know you.
Ooh, like, he make me mad sometimes. It
don't. Cause I know. It's like I don't have a problem. Like
he make me mad.
If she do some shit that piss me off and it feel like it's belittling me, nah, I'm a straight. I don't care where we at. We could be in the crowd of 1 million people, boy. Nah, I'm liable enough.
Now he gonna put me in my place when I need to be put in there.
I'm liable to know that.
I'm fine with that, but you gonna understand a couple of things over here. Now I'm gonna teach you a couple of things too. You ain't gonna just teach me. I'm gonna teach you too, and we work with each other. We get it done the way that it need to be done. You know what? Everybody always say. That man is he walks that woman to her job and everything like that. And people have nothing but good to say about our situation.
And don't know us from Adam and Eve.
And don't know us from we walk down the street, everybody blowing their horn, everybody waving. You know, I had people come up to me and say, I respect your husband. And honestly, I don't know what made this man do this, because at one point I was going to work by myself.
When?
At one point.
When? Tell me when.
He started walking me.
No, when? When? Tell me when.
Some days I would leave y'all.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all this girl here. I'm gonna tell y'all how much that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The woman to tell you some shit and say some shit. She worked that Winn Dixie.
Come up to me and tell me, I respect your husband for what he do. Because a lot of men don't even do that. These men now, I respect that man because he makes sure that you get to work safe and everything like that and stuff like that. But I know people be jealous of that, you know, because sometimes people want that, but they don't have that. But at the same time, they don't know what you had to go through in order where you're at. So in due time, things come to people that be patient and wait. You don't have to be mad at a person because you think that they doing something that you ain't doing. You know? And so I understand that too. A lot of times people don't want to be patient. They don't want to wait on what God got for them. You know? But you got to be patient and you got to wait, baby. Because life is something else.
Well, life could down shall take you through a turn.
Life is something else.
But it like I say, man.
But you could get through it.
When you somebody like, and I'm not taking nothing away from nobody else when they grew up at it, how they grew up or whatever. But if you grow up in the lifestyle I grew up in, the surrounding I grew up around in, you heard this ain't really. Now it's new to people who didn't grow up like that. It's new to them when they see certain shit go on or whatever. But to me, it's like a normal thing. Like, but I learned how to get over it with her. Like I learned how to take it a little better than like you say we short on something, we this and this. I learned it's better for me to like to pray to God and just do what I need to do, or she do what she need to do, and we work this shit out. Other than me going back to what I know best. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, I know drug dealing. I know that's the best thing I know. I know Rob. Yeah,
but he came a long ways, and he ain't trying to go down that route no more. He getting old. It's time to sit down and let well enough be well enough. What you learn along the way, it take you along the way, and you be able to get through a lot of things. But
I can't run
at
no
the same time, that stuff that you learn is just to carry on with you throughout life. Because it's about time for you to just retire, leave that shit alone.
So with that being said, like I say, man, we ain't gonna try to drag y'all too long, cause we got 9 more days to go, y'all. So
but let's talk about something else. Like
no, I'm saying we could do that tomorrow.
Okay.
We could do that tomorrow. So like I say, man, the conversation gonna continue and gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, we're gonna stretch this out for 9 days. What you know what I'm saying, to the 26th or whatever, the 8 days or whatever. But the 26th we're gonna be, you know, probably getting fucked up or whatever. So
because I am off on the 27th. I take my vacation. I get a whole week. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself.
So if y'all catch this video, y'all sat around this long, man, y'all make sure y'all get some get some questions ready for tomorrow. We're definitely gonna be on tomorrow. It's gonna be earlier. It ain't gonna be as late as it is, man. And we're gonna catch up with y'all, man. Definitely appreciate everybody who came through and hollered at us, man. Y'all already know who y'all live, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we gonna do this again tomorrow, man. Y'all know I be to come up with stuff. So
if it's one thing that y'all don't remember that I ever tell you, I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care how they put it. I don't care how they say it. Put God first.
With that being said, y'all, this is the Fault Fam. This Yogi.
In court.
And man, we gonna catch y'all tomorrow, God's will, man. God wake us up tomorrow, man. Make sure we have internet. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. But it's gonna be a little earlier than this, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all stay safe. And we gonna get back with y'all. Yeah. Appreciate y'all.